So those things can be achieved with the help of policy that I will show how you can create a policy in Opta and how you can manage those policies in Opta. Okay, the next one is Opta API. API is nothing, but I think I have explained in the introduction session. So Opta API. With the help of API, you can do all the activity that you are doing from admin console. Okay, so in admin console you are creating user, you are creating a group, adding user to the group, removing user to the group. You are creating an SSO enablement for an application. You are downloading a logs. You are downloading a report. So all those stuff you can do it from API. Okay, so I will tell you, I will guide you, like few APIs. I will explain you what is how you can do those steps, like how you can get the data from Opta, how you can create user from Opta with the help of API. So those things, I can help you and guide you, and also I can help you how to configure Opta API. Okay, that is also. I can do it for you. So any questions, anything on this content? No? It's clear, okay. Okay, then let's start with the introduction about Opta. It is nothing but an in terms of, theoretically, it will say some information. So I will read that. So Opta is an on-demand identity and access management service that enables an enterprise to accelerate the secure adoption of web applications. So what it says is, Opta is an on-demand identity service. Okay, identity and access management service. So this Opta API is a free API. So, on the right, you don't need to install anything. Okay, you don't need to install the application in your application server or a web server or, in AWS server. You don't need to install anything. Okay, it is just like a cloud service. Do you have any idea about cloud service? Yeah, this Amazon. Yeah, correct. So what you can do is you can log into the portal and you can make use of the things that you require and you can pay what you have used for what you have used. You haven't installed any server. You haven't posted that service inside your server. You are not doing the patching activity for the server. You are not upgrading the server. You are not upgrading the applications. Nothing. You are not doing anything. You are just logging into the console. You are making use of it and you are paying for what you used. Like same thing for Opta. Okay, that's what they have mentioned. Opta is an on-demand identity service, identity and access management service. So, based on your demand, they will give you a session. Opta will give you a session. You can make use of it. You can pay what you have consumed or what you have. You know what you used. Okay, that's what this Opta's unique feature is all about. So let's say, for example, if you take Ping Identity Tool, right, Ping tool, so what you need to do is you need to install the Ping application in a server. It can be in cloud-hosted server or it can be in data center-hosted server. Okay, inside your organization you need to install that Ping and you need to make sure that you know that Ping service are not going down. The Ping service is always available and the patching is happening on a frequent manner on the server and you are upgrading the Ping version to different versions. Let's say, for example, you are installing 10.5 Ping version in near future. In 6 or 7 months, Ping will release a new feature. Okay, new version, which will be a 10.6 or 10.7. What do you have to do? You have to upgrade your ping version to 10.7 from 10.5. So, doing that upgradation, what will happen? There will be a downtime. There will be an user. You know what to say. User may lose their access. They cannot access ping for some days sometimes. So those things are happening right in the back end. If you access or you install that server manually in your data center or your cloud-hosted servers, okay, but in Okta, right, you don't need to worry about those things. Patching server. Okta will take care. Upgradation, I mean the service Okta service upgradation. They will take care. Availability. They will take care. Okay, everything will be taken care by Okta. The only thing is you need to manage your Okta instance. That's it. Okay, you don't need to worry about any other stuff. Okay, with the help of Okta, you can able to protect your web applications, which is available both in cloud. Okay, let's say, for example, Workday Zoom application site. So those applications are hosted in cloud as same as Okta. Okay, you cannot install Zoom or you cannot install Workday inside your organization's data center server. Right. So those are the cloud-hosted service where you are going to consume it. So for those cloud-hosted applications also you can enable single sign-on. Okay for those applications. And let's say, for example, there are some on-prem application. You can take on-prem applications like Oracle applications. If you are using any Oracle applications, that will be installed in your data center. Okay, we can enable single sign-on for those Oracle-hosted applications also. Sorry, data center-hosted applications also. So both cloud and on-prem hosted applications, you can enable single sign-on and you can manage identity and access part for those applications. Okay, and Okta, we will call it as IDaaS solution. So you know, right, there will be a different types of solution called IaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. And there is another one I don't remember. So there are different services available in terms of cloud, right? So Okta is nothing but an IDaaS, which is identity as a solution, which means you are getting a solution as an identity, not as any other tool, not as any other platform, not as any other infrastructure. Okay, you are getting identity tool itself as a service. That's why we will call it as Okta, as an IDaaS solution. Okay, I mean, this may be a question. You know that this may be an important topic, important thing that you need to understand. Okta is nothing but an IDaaS solution. Okay, identity as a service solution. Okay, to access Okta. What you need so to access Okta, you just need one username and password. That's it. You don't need any other information. You don't need any other configuration. So that username and password can be anything. It can be stored in Active Directory. It can be stored in some LDAP directory like Microsoft Directory or, CA directory or any directory that is available in the market. Or it can be also an Active Directory. Also it can be just an Okta account. Okay, you don't need to if you don't have any directory in your organization. You are just going to maintain only Okta accounts. So that is for that also. You just need only user account and password. You don't need any other information to access Okta. With the help of those accounts, you can log in and you can control your organization's application for single sign-on. You can manage your identity. You can manage your access part inside your organization. Sure. Okay, is that clear? Okay, now let's start with, creating a free developer instance for Okta. So this is the URL that you need to access. Okay, once you access this, you can see a button called Sign Up in the top right. So click Sign Up. You will be asked for some details, like you can give your work email. You can give your first name, last name, country, and with the work,